Good morning, welcome back. I hope you had a lovely weekend as usual. It's Monday morning and as you can see behind me, I've got my cattle trailer on. So what am I doing on this fine, terrible weathered Monday morning? I am going chasing after some sheep. And actually, to make it a bit worse, last year's lambs, which are even worse than the ewes. Now, anybody that works with sheep will know how much of an absolute pain sheep can be. And I don't have a sheepdog, and it's only me and my missus here, so that's going to make it interesting. But nevertheless, we move. So the plan is to load the trailer up with a whole load of sheep hurdles, and then get ourselves down the field to where the lambs are, to then get them in a pen, hopefully, get them in the trailer, bring them up, sort through them, pick out any fat ones or any store lambs, and then they're going to market on Wednesday. So that's the plan. The reality is it's probably going to be hard work and not at all fun, but nevertheless I've got to do it. So, and if all else fails, 4 o'clock my mother will be home and she could help, but I'd rather get it done before then, to be honest. That's all the hurdles loaded up. Wonderful. Can't find all of them, but the ones I found are in here. So just got to get some string, and then we'll probably go down the field. Although what's the time? 10 to 20. I've got a health visitor for my baby at 12, so I might feed and bed up the cows, maybe, or feed the cows, and then we'll jump back to this after lunch, I suppose. Right, just going to feed the lovely cows because they haven't got much to eat. So we're going to get the old macro and to give them a couple of bars of haylage, which is always fun, you know. I'm sure you're probably bored of seeing it by now, but with any luck, they will be going out fairly soon. I mean, we're in March, heading towards April, so with any luck they'll be out by the end of May, but we'll see. Maybe wishful thinking, but we'll see. With any luck, that's when they will be out. Right, I'll just cut the wrap off of those 2 bales.
Gonna have a real good time. Gonna make this day go fine. And I know you work too hard, so come and join me, shine on. Shine on. We got the love one.
It is easy as that. Now, quite a few videos back, you would have seen that I was feeding the cows with the straw blower, which is good, and I do intend to keep doing that in the future. However, now it's getting a little bit more into spring and there's quite a lot of jobs to do. It's quite time consuming. So that is why I have been giving them whole bales along the front. I mean, it doesn't make that much difference. A lot of people still feed bales along the front of these. They're only beef animals, they're not dairy or anything. But yeah, that's why I'm doing that, just to free up a little bit of extra time to do a couple of other things, which is all good, handy, lovely, jubbly. Especially with the whole YouTube thing, that's taking quite a bit of time.
Shine on.
To an extent. Right, I'll just cut the wrap off of these 2 in 3, 2, 1. Done, just like that. for a minute, can we appreciate how nice this bale of hay is? Look at that. Ooh. Smells absolutely divine. Perfect amount of greenness. Perfect amount of moisture. Smells real sweet and sugary. And it's just, ooh la la. Bloody perfect. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I don't make shit silage because there's no point. What's the point in spending a whole load of money to make something if you ain't gonna make it half bloody decently nice? So anyway, that's the cows fed, which is a good job done. Like I said earlier, I've got to wait. We've got a health visitor appointment at 12 o'clock. I know, really annoying, right in the middle of the day. But I've got to wait for that, and then we can go down the field, try and get these sheep in, which there will be a main video for, but I'll show you a little bits, little clippy clips at various points. But yeah, so far Monday's going okay. Not a bad start to Monday, I would say. I've had a lot worse, let's put it that way. Just want to tidy up all the black wrap at some point. It's getting a little bit out of control, and I'm trying to be more tidy, and where it all is not looking all that tidy. I've got just a bit of sort out really. It's quite difficult to keep on top of really, but you manage, you know, just make it work as best as you can. I want to push, I'll show you in a second, but there's a bunch of fence posts here which I want to push up because they're just kind of deserted in the middle. I'll show you now, spin the camera around. Those fence posts there, I don't know if you can see them, they're just in the middle. So I'm going to move the wheelbarrow and then we'll move the fence posts. Obviously this area that we're looking at now is where the new barn's going to go. I still don't know where I'm going to be able to do that. I've got all the permission, I've got all the planning and everything you need. It just boils down to money really. And at the moment I haven't got the money. Not even close to the money really. But with any luck, hopefully next year maybe, or the end of this year, we might be able to start getting some proper progress. I want to get the concrete pads in. I want to get the pads in, maybe get the stanchions, are they called? The uprights, get them in, because that's not a lot of steel, wouldn't cost a fortune. Then hopefully do the rafters and get the timber and get the roof. Do the sides, just one of those, isn't it? It's a lot of money, but it's gonna be so much better. Ooh la la. So anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Just taking the battery out of my Defender to put it on charge, in the hopes that I can use it later to go and take some sheep licks into the field. Wonderful. Righty ho, I'm just on my way down to the field. I've got weighed. Put some hardcore in a hole on the track, which I will show you on the way back up, but I didn't have my camera on me, so I'll just have to show you the finished result. It needs a skim of chalk on top, but it's filled the worst of the hole in, which is good. Yeah, so like I say, I'm just on my way down, going down the track into one of our bottom fields where the lambs are. Then we'll set up the pen, and with any luck, it'll be okay. But, you know, you never know, eh? I remember turning down the radio this time. Chatting. I don't actually know, I think I'm on a bit of a tight schedule at the moment because I've got to get the video uploaded and it's currently 3:15. So, you know, running late as always, but that's life. hopefully I don't get stuck, because it did rain quite a bit over the weekend, and if I get stuck, I'm going to very much cry. As you all know, it hasn't got it's fucking wobbly there, isn't it? Yeah, I ain't got 4-wheel drive, so hopefully it'll be alright. But anyway, I'll catch up with you when we're there. Right, just made it into the field. So I'll just show you the lambs or where they are. They are just out there. Like I say, I don't know how difficult this is going to be, but I've got to set up a pen in 3, 2, 1. That was quick, wasn't it? Pen built. So like I said earlier, there's going to be a main video for this, so I'm not going to show you too much of it, but I'll show you the little bits. Although having said that, you would have seen the main video before this weekly one probably. So yeah, you would have already seen most of this, which means rather boring for you. But there we go. You know, it's just a week in the life, isn't it? So I've got to show you, because otherwise, what's the point? So just cut the hurdles just to wang here, and then it's officially done. Go back, try and muster some help together so we can do this. Right, on the way back up, and I just thought of something. I've got to show you the hardcore on the track, but also while I was doing that, there was a bit of a question put to me. Do I worry about what others think? And the answer to that was, I kind of thought about it for a couple of seconds, and then I've thought about it since I've done it, and I kind of think, I do care and I don't care. I think there's got to be some part of you that does care about what people think. But then when it comes to doing stuff, you know, like the hardcore, like the YouTube, like farming, like how I raise cattle, how I do sheep, as long as what I'm doing is okay and I achieve the same result, then I don't really care what people think. You know, haters are going to be haters. People that judge are going to be people that judge. There's nothing you can do to avoid that. And I think I think in this game you've got to be a bit tough. There's a lot, you know, agriculture and farming in general is the older generation, mainly. You know, mainly old people. Hence why there's such a big issue with the old inheritance tax, because it affects the older people more than it does the young, even though the young are the ones that have got to pay it. But the older people are the ones that aren't going to be able to pass it on because they won't live long enough. But anyway, back to the point. It's mainly an older generation, and the older generation, no offence to them, but sometimes you can get looked down upon, especially being my age. You know, I haven't got a dad, so I'm not, you know, when I go to market, I haven't got my older father there or whatever. It's just me, myself and I. And it can make it quite challenging. You know, I don't have that many connections within farming. I'm quite self-sufficient to an extent. And actually I quite like it that way, to be honest. You know, obviously there's times where help would be appreciated, times where, you know, you need someone to get you out of stuck or whatever, which would be nice, don't get me wrong. But I don't lose sleep over what people think. You know, I do stuff because I believe that to me is right, you know. I do stuff and I don't... To me, what I do is okay. To me, what I do is the right thing for me, which may not necessarily be the right thing for someone else. But just because it's not the right thing for somebody else doesn't mean that what you've done is wrong. It just means that it's not how they would do it or what they would do. So I just thought it was interesting, you know, not to get too sucked into what people think about you as such. You know, everyone, you're never going to please everyone, is basically what I'm trying to say. And you know, if you're watching and you go to work and someone's unhappy with how you've done something, don't lose sleep over it, because it's not worth it. At the end of the day, everyone's their own individual, and if we're all computer robots that all did the same thing, like the governments and that want you to do, then we wouldn't be individuals. We wouldn't be, you know, you wouldn't have your own personalities or anything like that. So, a bit of food for thought there. But anyway, I'm on my way back up. So yeah, a bit sidetracked, but we'll see you at the hardcore that I've levelled out. I'll show you that quickly. Right, so we're basically at the corner. This corner is always a bit wet, and it created a big old hole for a while. So it was filled in with some hardcore. We'll get there in a second. I'm not going to see it. Like old breeze blocks and bricks and stuff, which has worked quite well. A little bit rough at the moment, but once it breaks down and gets in there, skim of chalk or planings or something on top, she'll be good. But anyway, that's what I've got sidetracked doing for an hour or two. But yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, so as you would have seen in that short clip, we've got those sheep in. I'm not going to show you them because you would have already watched the main channel video. So that is probably it for Monday, to be honest. It's currently 11 minutes past 6. I'm just filling up their water and gave them some food. So that's it for Monday. I think it's been quite a good day. We've achieved quite a bit. And yeah, just another day in the life, really. Tomorrow should be a fun day. I'm hoping to do some field work. I've got to trim up a couple of those sheep that we brought in just to get rid of their mucky asses. But yeah, the rest of it might be a bit of chain harrowing in the field with any luck, which would be quite nice. But yeah, that's it for Monday, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning, it's Tuesday, and I am having a mare of a day. So I went to bed up the cows, put the straw blower on the tractor, obviously took the cattle trailer off because I had that on yesterday, put all of that on there, went to start the Macro. Did it want to start? No, dead battery. So then I thought, I'll just use the Massey, the other tractor. Did that want to start? No, that's just as dead as well. So that's just fucking marvellous. So I am going to put this battery on charge, probably take the straw blower back off the tractor, and then put the chain harrows on, go down the field, do some chain harrowing. Then I will come back out and put the Macro battery on charge and bed up the cows that are using this tractor once the battery's charged. Pretty nightmare, but I'll just have to sort it out when normally this happens on a Monday morning, not a Tuesday, but there we go. Right, I will put this battery on charge now. I know what you're probably thinking, why don't you just jump start it? I can't be arsed. And at least if I charge the battery, they've got a full charge in them. Because even if I jump start them, they're still going to need charging because it won't charge these big batteries. So I'll just put it on charge. I'm hoping. I think the Macro's just got a bad alternator. Or dodgy wiring maybe. This one I'm not sure, something drains the battery I think. Right, that's on charge, only a little Halford charger, but it does the job. So while that's doing that, we will take the straw blower back off the tractor. Well, once again, I'm always doing stuff bloody twice, 500 times over. Or at least that's how it feels. Goes in there. That one. That one. Make the guard off. Right, it's done. Right, so as you would have seen, I took the straw blower off, put the chain harrows on, just there, lovely jubbly, and I've done this field. I'm not going to show you any of it because there's going to be a separate video for that, so rather than show you the same thing twice, I'll just show you that I've done it. Not a very straight line, but never mind. Quite a nice day, Tuesday actually. A bit overcast. Nevertheless, there is a sun in the sky up there, which makes it quite nice. But But anyway, it's very nice to be out in the field. Just really is the end of winter in sight. I've got to sort out the sheep barn at some point to get them in for lambing, because one, they haven't got too much grass, and two, they're going to start lambing at the end of March, and we're already the 20-something of March. So anyway, yeah, that's me. Just thought I'd include this bit so you know what I've been up to today. Obviously, like I say, there will be a main video for this, which you won't have seen yet, probably. Well, you might have. No, you won't have seen it. No, you might have. Yeah, you probably have seen it. But anyway, that's what I've done, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Oh, I just had a very near panic attack then. So obviously I've got the drone. I haven't got an SD card reader, and what I normally do is just plug my camera into my laptop, just download the footage. Anyway, I thought I'd switch the SD card out of my drone into my camera to see if it would work like that. But anyway, it's not, so the format that the drone shoots in, it isn't suitable for the camera, so it won't load it. But then I put the SD card, the current one that's back in it, and no footage came up, and I thought I'd just lost a whole load of footage. But anyway, it just took a while to sync, and now it's synced. It's back again, I think. It was a second ago. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that, because why not? Right, just finished this field, and obviously done the main video on that, which is wonderful. So that's enough harrowing done for one day, and a video made out of it, so that's good. Right, I am going to go back up to the farm now, where I've got to sort through those lambs that I got in yesterday, tag some of them, maybe trim their back ends a little bit, and get them ready for market in the morning, which is a great fun. So I will see you back up there, I suppose. Just quickly before we go back up, what I'll show you. Remember 2 weekly vlogs ago, I got stuck with a roller just in this gateway. I just harrowed the hell out of it, leveled it out a little bit, which I think we can all agree is a little bit better. Obviously it needs a bit of work in the summer, but at least it's not a big rutty mess now, which is good. So anyway, I'll get back up to the top and we'll sort these lambs out. Right, got a question, which I want you to all leave the answers to in the comment section below. Are you enjoying the weekly content or the main videos more? Which one do you prefer? Because it's quite difficult to do both in a respect of not duplicating the same thing. So like today, obviously I've done the harrowing, not shown you a lot of that, if any, because that's going to be a separate video. But does that make the weekly vlog less interesting or more interesting? Bit of a question, because obviously even though we're still doing stuff in the weekly one, like today I still got to sort the sheep out, this morning I still got to bed the cows up, stuff like that. But anything that's obviously a main video I don't want to duplicate twice, because that's no fun for any of you. So leave your suggestions in the comments, which one you prefer, or whether you're happy with both, I suppose. Whether you think there's a balance, and enough of a balance, and it's not all repeated stuff, because that would be quite boring. So let me know that in the comment section now. Pause the video if you want, and I will get back to you on every single comment you put on.
It's how we stand. Yo, yo. Let's make this a real thing. Well, everybody knows. So, we are gonna party with a heart and a mind as one. Hey, I'm gonna start it up with a fire that burn like the sun. Hey, gotta get it on. Feel the flow from the peak to the sky. Hey, yo, yo. Let's make this a real thing. These are the good times. Hey, 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 yo. The good times. Hey, 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 yo. These are the good times. Hey, 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 yo. Let's make this a real thing. Rock up on the wine right now. Rock up on the wine. Rock up on the wine right now. Rock up. Bust a lick of wine. Rock up on the wine right now.
Right, so I've just tagged them lot, pulled this lot out, and that's that done for the day. So next I am going to, don't know what I'm going to do next. It's kind of like 4 o'clock on a, what is it, Tuesday, so not sure. Got a poorly ram, not great. Just jabbed them up with Metacam and what else did I give him? Some antibiotics. The Metacam is a pain relief and anti-inflammatory. Strange though, because he's the younger one of the two, and the older one is absolutely monstrous as well. This thing's just not, it's not looking hopeful, but I'm always optimistic, and we're just going to work on him over time and see what he does. I've wormed him, fluked him, so he's got the best chances. Just have to see what happens, really. Some people wouldn't put that in there, but I'm going to put it in there anyway, because it happens, you know. You can't keep them all healthy, and like I say, the other one, that one, absolute monster. So just goes to show, and they've been together the whole time, so there's no real reason for this other one to be as poor as it is. No real reason for the other one to be as poor as it is, but it is. So just have to deal with it and hope for the best. Hope and pray, as they say. But yeah, quite a good Tuesday, I would say. So I might see you in a bit, I might not. Good morning. It is Wednesday, and it is a wonderfully sunny, beautiful, warm day. So this morning I took the sheep to the market. So took them up there this morning, come back, and I've just taken the battery off charge on the Macro, and I'm about to see if it'll start. With any luck it will. I think I need to sort the alternator out. I said it, oh there we go, bang on. I said it a couple of videos ago. I think the alternator is not charging it quite right. But anyway, at least it started now. So I've just got to push up the food for the cows. And then, oh, that was a weird old fucking noise, wasn't it? Then I've got to make a couple of adjustments to the chain harrows and probably do some more chain harrowing, maybe. Yes, probably. So I'm going to push up this food for the cows, then I'll catch up with you in a bit. Good morning, you wonderful people. It is Thursday, would you believe? Thursday already, I know, scary. Right, I'm in my car, I've just hooked up a trailer, and of course, being a Land Rover, I have the wonderful engine management light. Oh, wonderful! Can't wait. I think it's the EGR, but who cares? Anyway, I've got to deliver a load of hay to my auntie again. Same thing I do every single week. So I'm going to do that now, and then after that, I've got various jobs to do, which we'll get into when I'm back from delivering this hay. All fun and games, but at least again the sun's shining. It's 11 degrees and it feels quite warm. So I'm going to load up this trailer of hay and then deliver it. So I delivered the hay this morning, and I've just bodged up some fencing, which I'll show you on the way back. But just about to let our ewes through into the 3-acre field that I harrowed yesterday. Just for a little change, give them some grass before they come inside for lambing, because they're due at the start of April, so not very long really. Hopefully they'll just come. I'm kind of relying on that, but come on! Maybe my luck hasn't worked out too well. If not, I'll just leave the gate open. I'm not too worried. Very peacefully beautiful down here, don't it? Oh, could literally spend all day out here, because I just find it so peacefully wonderful. Like all the water rippling, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Like everyone says, it's a way of life. You know, I'm not here making money. I've made no money today, really, but we just carry on, we move, keep going for various reasons. Anyway, I'll show you this fence that I've bodged together. Just open that gate. So I haven't really bodged this bit, but this bit's quite bad. Oh, that bit's fucked. Hold up, let me close the gate. Because they obviously can't come through. Oh, God's sakes. See? It's just one thing after another. Healing. Right, so maybe it's just completely ruined. I mean, completely ruined. So what am I going to do about that? Right, I've changed my mind. I'm not letting the sheep through here. I can't be asked to keep bodging shit together. So what I'm going to do instead is put their sheep lick out where they are. Sort out some straining posts for this fence. And then we're just going to redo the fence properly because I'm not doing it anymore. It's so bodged already. It just needs ripping out and replacing. So I'm going to do that. And obviously it's the 27th today, so they're going to be in 4 days. So I can't be bothered to be bodging a fence together for 4 days when really I could use those 4 days and just replace the bloody thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I've done a video of bodging half the fence together. I didn't realise that that corner was completely screwed. But this will make you laugh. My neighbour, not saying that I get along with him or not, no names, does this sort of shit. So there's a bush here at the bottom, which is growing, and rather than, you know, just demolish the whole thing or hedge cut it properly, he just does that half, but doesn't bother doing anything on our side because that's just how childish he is. Like I say, I'm not saying any names, but that's, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to cut it out because I've got to redo the fence anyway, so he wasted his time there. But yes, so I'm going to give this lick to the sheep, which hopefully they'll like. It's a Lifeline ewe and lamb one. You have to give them to them and then lamb in. Anyway, so I'm going to do that and then I'll catch up. Right, just giving the sheep that lick bucket. Worked out I need 5 straining posts for this fencing. So I've got to try and make them or get them or, don't know, do something to get 5 straining posts. I've got some telegraph poles which I could cut into some straining posts, I suppose. And then after that I've just got to source some netting, barbed wire, and just come and fence it, rip this lot out and just be done with it. Do it properly, get it done. Don't know whether to try and rip all the fencing out and then mow it, but I'm a bit scared of smashing my mower up really. Or maybe I don't want to do that. I don't know, we'll see. Probably be quite a lot nicer to do that though, to be fair, so maybe I will. Maybe I'll just risk it for a biscuit, as they say. But anyway, I'm going back up now. I'll probably, when I'm up there, try and sort out these posts so that I can get this done. But anyway, lovely day. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'll see you when we're back up there. Good morning, it's Friday. The end of another week, really. But anyway, what am I doing? I am just going to pull out 1 or 2 posts, I'm not sure yet, but I'll pull out a post to reuse it somewhere else because it's no good where it is and it needs redoing. So I'm going to nick the post because it's not really big enough for what it is doing, and then we'll have to redo this gateway at some point, but that's less of a problem. So this morning went out with my partner and her mum and grandma for some food for Mother's Day, I think it was, but I don't know really. So that was fun, and now I'm just doing this. and a couple of other jobs, and that'll be it for another week really. Like I say, not always the funnest, but sometimes quite good. So this is one of the posts I'm planning to pull out, hopefully with any luck. I'll have a look and then I'll get back to you. Right, so I've got to do some fencing. I need a couple of strainer posts, and this one here is not really right at an angle, so it's not really doing a lot here, and it's not that old. So my plan is to nick that and potentially take this one as well, although maybe not, because that looks not as good. Definitely want that one, so we'll pull that out now. But I've got one staple the fencing first, try and get that all out of there, and then try and pull it out. So I'm going to take those staples out now. Don't drop the old staples, make a little pile of them. Right, that's all of the staples out. So now I've got a strap in the tractor. Hopefully put that round it and we can just pull the post out. I know what you're thinking, why the hell are you pulling out a post to put a new post in at another date? But one, saves a little bit of money in the short term anyway. Two, that post isn't really up to the job for this gateway, so it makes more sense to pull this out and use it rather than just waste it. And yeah, well, that's about the only reasons really. But anyway, I'm gonna get this strap around this post and then we'll pull it in. That should be enough just to pull it out, so I'll do that now. well, that was easy. A bit of a hole left, but that's okay. As you can see, it's quite a fair post. I think it is actually meant as a strainer post, not a gate post. But anyway, we'll put that on the forks and then we'll go back up. Right, that's that. So we're on our way back up. Now, a lot of people will be wondering or thinking to themselves, what is this man doing? He must be on some sort of drugs. Well, for the past quite a few years, I've been quite neglectful to the farm in certain aspects, such as fencing, gateways, general maintenance, I would say, because it's all just so expensive. Those people that know will know how expensive it soon adds up. You know, you can easily lose £1,000 in a fence, which obviously makes it quite challenging, because it's money you're not really going to see back. You know, £1,000 on a fence, all right, it looks nice, it serves a purpose, but it doesn't necessarily generate you any money. So I've been kind of neglectful in that aspect, and this is the year that I want to try and change that. You know, try and have decent gateways in every gateway, decent fencing where fencing's needed, just decent maintenance really. It's going to cost an arm and a leg, but hopefully we can get it done this year, as well as many other things. But steady progress should benefit quite a lot with any luck. So I'm not going for anything too mad straight away. Like I say, I'm going to try and get this fencing done. I'll show you the fencing next week, but hopefully planning to get that done, and then we'll start moving on to some gateways and that. I've still got some field work to do, to be fair, but we'll get to that as well. But yeah, so I just thought I would say that I admit I've been a little bit neglectful in certain aspects, but that's life. There's no point crying over it. No point crying over spilt blood, eh? So I'm going to go back up now, try and locate some more posts ready for some fencing really. So I'll see you then. Right, good news, but again, expensive news. My fuel delivery, don't know if you can see that. My fuel delivery is going to be delivered on the 31st, which is good because I have no fuel left. So whatever's in the tractors is all I've got. But again, bad news because 700 litres of red diesel, which won't last that long, is what, 500 quid or so. So any money I did make this week from selling sheep or anything else and hay is just gone like that. So that was a good week, you know. Most people will go to work for the week and earn what, 700 quid, and I've made probably negatives, so that's lovely. I mean, that's just the aim of the game, isn't it, really? It's life. But anyway, I'm nearly back up the top, and then I'm going to try and potentially cut some new posts out of telegraph poles that I've got, because why not? But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, like the video, and I will catch you lot in the next one. Peace out.